have where's my intro music? You're not gonna give me my intro music. See, this is how we doing today. I just see how we doing today. All right, you got it. Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up. Why you stop it? All right, DJ. All right, DJ. All right, DJ. We're making take over, DJ. All right, yours truly. Hillary in the house representing. This should go straight into my other song. If you don't have it, let me know. I will play it. DJ in the house. You don't have my other song? I got it. I got it. I got it. I'm ready to play it. And I'm ready to come on in. Here we go. Do I need to sing it too? I'm probably sing it too. Yes, 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 yes. UNA. I'm singing. Welcome to your paradise, the place you long for all your life. UNA University, you're manifesting all your dreams. With paradise, your land is home. Writing contracts on your own. UNA every day. Knowledge goes a long, long way. We getting into it. Diblery. Yes, yes, yes. UNA. Yeah, all right. Welcome. All right, so now we got a new setup. For those of y'all who are following us on YouTube, we're trying to get our setup because I'm getting my production team in place so that we can do some bigger and better things. I can travel and I can go all over the world and I can broadcast from wherever I want to broadcast from. So we're just getting this thing up and running on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. I hope we're running on YouTube. TikTok. Hello, TikTok. Yvonne's in the house. Robert, Gator, Gloss, Big, George, Frucose. Welcome, Ron, Old, Bayla, and my people on YouTube. Let me see if I can see my people on YouTube real quick. But I want to welcome everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining. I was going to put my little, I got a lot of electronic devices in pause. I'm talking about computer, electronic stuff for your computer. But this is a new little mouse that I have for your finger. And you can put it on and it allows you to track the mouse and all of that. And it's got a little side button here where you can scroll and the two left, right mouse button. So I love this thing, but I don't have it set up right now on this computer. So what I'm doing now is just making sure I can see my people on YouTube. Welcome everybody. Today's session, for those of you who are just joining us, I'm talking about people over here on TikTok and my people on YouTube. Welcome. Felipe. Felipe's in the house on YouTube. Welcome, Felipe. All right, let me see if I can get myself up and running over here so I can see my people. So we got a new setup. And once again, my people on YouTube, we're streaming, by the way, my people on TikTok, we're streaming on YouTube. So you can come and find us on YouTube. We got to get our, I'm not one for setting up a background or anything like that. We're still working with that. I'm just doing good to get this thing up so that I can have somebody to produce this for me where I have to do less. Y'all see all my stuff in the background. This is where I got a little studio over here where we can make t-shirts and cups and mugs. And I got my cutter over there. And then this is where I do my music. This on this side. This is my little studio. This is a little studio area. And then my little keyboard over there. And, a whole bunch of fun stuff in here that y'all can't see. But let me get into this thing. Now, I'm just trying to see if I can pull up my people on YouTube. And we're going to get moving on this thing. I can see I got my comment section. I guess my chats are working here, but they're not because I don't see my chats. So let me try to, excuse me, people, excuse me. All right, let me see if I can work in here and see everything. All right, I'm viewing my channel. I want to welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to UNARepublic. This is our open session. And give me 1 second. I'm just trying to get up and running here and see if I can see everybody. Because I know Felipe is tuning in, but I don't see the live chat. There we go. Uh-oh, it's small. Y'all know I'm ready to be squinching. Hold on. Hey, Diva, I just got home. Glad to be with you here tonight on my birthday. Just turned 31. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Queen Pisces. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Queen Pisces. All right, now getting into this thing. Before I go into that, let me tell y'all something. We got a lot coming up here within the next couple of weeks because I have at least 3 different brands that we're promoting and excited about. All right. So y'all want to stay tuned because we want to get you all involved. It's big. It's big for UNA. It's big for everything that we're doing. Now, before I go into that, I want to make sure I remind you all about the trust package. What is this about? This is about UNA and you being under trust. And we're helping you to get yourself under trust. Why is this important? A lot of you all are talking about, oh, you want money and you want to go after the money. And I never suggested you do anything concerning these financial issues unless you're under trust. All right. This is very important so you can protect yourself. But then if you don't have an idea how to use these tools, then they won't work for you. All right. So there's the trust. And this is a membership package. You can find the link in the bio. It comes with your membership badge. All right. I told y'all how big this thing was, especially during that time when they were trying to make everybody get vaccinated. It comes with your allodial ID. All right. And on the back of here, there's a QR code because UNA is going to put your documents, your certified documents on record with UNA as well as on record with the county. So we're also going to put them on record for you. And we're going to importantly give you the education to understand what these are all about and how to use them. Okay. It's one thing to have this powerful tool. I'm going to say it again. If you're walking through the woods and a bear pops out at you and you got the biggest, most powerful gun on the planet, but you don't know how to take the safety off, that gun is not going to work for you. So you got to have the education on how to use these tools and weapons, okay? So again, it comes with the trust documents, your membership badge, your allodial ID with your spiritual name, and the QR code so that you can scan your documents or access your documents quickly because they're on record with UNA, and they're also going to be put on record by UNA with the county, all right? They're on record with the county. Not only that, but we're going to make sure you have the education with it. Find the link in the bio. The price, $625. $625. If y'all know anything about trust and how much they cost when you just go to a lawyer, you're looking at $1,500. All right. It doesn't come with any of the stuff. That includes the education. You have no clue how to use it. All right. We're going to make sure you know all that. All right. I want to welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome once again. Okay. That's it. I gotta make this large. Give me one moment. Let me see if I can enhance this size of this text because it's too itty bitty. 1 second. And then we're going to get into it. What is today's topic about? All right. All right. Today we're discussing stand up and stop drowning. Stand up and stop drowning. What you talking about, Diva? Stand up and stop drowning. All right. So I want to get into this today because I deal with people who have issues, and I like to help people. That's my purpose here on this planet, is to help people. But in helping people with their issues, what I'm finding is that it's mostly mental. It's a mental issue. So I got people who feel, oh, I'm drowning, Diva. Help me, Diva. Help me. I'm drowning. And I have to tell them to stand up. So I'm going to give you a story. And I want y'all to pay attention to this. Let me see if I can see my folks over here, because I know they commenting on YouTube. Let's see. My people on YouTube. Okay. All right, I want to tell y'all this story. All right. It goes like this. So I got this woman, and she's, help, Diva, I'm drowning. I'm drowning, Diva. And I'm like, stand up. It's only 3 feet of water. And she's like, but I'm drowning, Diva. Help me. And then I get a student that comes along. And my student's like, Diva, she's drowning. I'm like, hold up. Don't go in there. Don't go in there. What? Hold on. I yell back to the woman, stand up. Stand up. It's only 3 feet of water. And she's like, but I'm drowning. All right. And my student's over here going, Diva, she needs some help. Yeah, no, she just needs to learn to stand up. Don't go in there. Now, why am I saying don't go in there? What does that mean? Anybody who's ever dealt with anyone who was drowning, anybody in the comment section, has anybody ever taken lifeguard lessons and dealt with someone who's drowning? If you have, I want you to comment in the comment section why they would tell you to throw a lifesaver into the water before you go in there yourself. Why would they tell you that? Somebody in the comment section on my TikTok, in the comment section, why would they tell you not to go in? Just throw the lifesaver out there. Well, they tell you that because people who are drowning are very dangerous. Pay attention to what I'm saying. People who are drowning are very dangerous. And so they would tell you to stand back, because you go in after someone who is drowning, they're liable to drown you, especially if you're not skilled at what to do. All right. So I got this student here, and she drowning, Diva. And he runs off to try and help her. Next thing you know, I'm hearing, help us, Diva, we're drowning, save us, we's drowning. Well, what's the problem here? Well, she done wrapped her arm around his neck, because this is what drowning people do. When they're afraid for their life, they're fearful. They will kill you trying to save themselves. So one of the things about saving someone or dealing with someone after they have gotten a hold of you, if they're drowning, you have to let them sink. You have to almost drown them in order to save yourself once they've gotten a hold of you and you're in a bad position. Understand what I'm saying? So they tell you if you're drowning, I'm using this as a metaphor because I'm going to explain to you shortly why you want to watch yourself when you're dealing with someone who is drowning and what drowning actually represents. But he's in the water, she's drowning him, and he's taking on water. He's coughing. Save us, Diva. Boy, we're drowning. Okay. So now you got these two people who are drowning, and I'm saying to him, stand up. You're only in 3 feet of water. All you got to do is stand up. It's just 3 feet of water. All right. So finally, he gets his bearings, and he has to go down. He has to sink underwater so that she would let his neck go. And once he does that, then he's able to come back up and get his bearings. And then he comes back to Diva. I was almost drowned. Oh my God, I almost drowned. Okay. I told you not to go in there, didn't I? Well, she was drowning. I know. She needed to just stand up. She's only in 3 feet of water. Now he's understanding what I'm saying after he almost drowns himself. Okay. So one of the things that I'm trying to get across to you, thank you, Queen Pisces, they will drown you too and pull you down. Halo, all the guys, welcome. All the guys, glad to see you. All right, so now the deal is, you might be asking me, well, what you talking about, Diva, drowning? Listen to what I'm saying. When you see people, for example, and I talk about this scenario regularly on this channel, but when you see people who are drowning, for example, that woman, and I'm talking to men and women, but just picture yourself, brothers, that woman who is in a relationship with that man, and she's come to you, he beating me, and he doing these things to me, and I got my child, and he just keep beating me, and I don't have no money, and I don't have nowhere to go. All right. And you giving her money, and you're trying to help her in her situation. And the thing is, she's really in 3 feet of water. But she feels like she's drowning because she's with this man. She doesn't feel like she has money. But what's the issue? The issue is her mind. It's her mindset, because what she's going to do is use her child as an excuse. Oh, my baby, but we had a new baby, and I don't have nowhere to go, and I don't have no money, because she in 3 feet of water, but she thinks she's drowning, when she just needs to change her mind about her situation, because she's going to make up every excuse in the book. And I know y'all feel like, oh, you Diva don't have no sympathy for the. I got sympathy, but I'm telling you, don't go in there. She's drowning, and the problem is her and her mindset. Pay attention, because I know I'm stepping on some toes, and I'm so ready to get one of these products out so I can tell y'all what to do when I step on your toes. But I got to say this because we're going to stop making excuses and drowning ourselves. Pay attention. So you got this woman who is in this relationship, and she's making up every excuse she can to stay in this drowning situation when all she needs to stand up is 3 feet of water. But here you come trying to be Captain Saver woman instead of telling her to stand up. There's nothing wrong with giving people help, but at some point, you got to know when to back off. Okay, so you're giving her money. Finally, she says to you, because she's got your heartstrings, she's tugging at her. We just got put out the house, and he told me he didn't love me, and he put me and my baby out, and we don't have nowhere to stay. Well, now you decide you want to bring her into your home. Okay. You running out there to help her because she's drowning. All right. And so you bring her to your house. I'm just giving you a scenario so you can understand this game. And you think you're doing her a favor. But what happens is he ain't done with her. The husband, he's not done with her. And he comes over, and it's because you know he's going to find her. Because she going to tell him where she is. That's what they do. The problem is not him, it's her. She's going to tell him where she is. And then he's going to find a way to damage your property. He's going to bust your tires, your window, all kind of stuff. Because he's trying to get back what he feels is his and belongs to him. All right. So now you got your car damaged. You got to come out of your pocket with money. He's found a way to interfere in your job because he thinks you're trying to take his woman. I'm just giving you the scenario so you can understand the game. Next thing you know, you got issues with your job. Your car is damaged. You can't get to work now. You was okay before you met her. Now you got extra bills. And he's at the house causing issues. Next thing you know, you trying to fight him. Guess who end up in jail? Guess who? Because you think, oh, I got to protect this woman. I told y'all about trying. We talked about this last session. You think you're supposed to protect her when she just need to stand up. It's only 3 feet of water. Oh, okay, let me keep going. Because now he's done what he's going to do, and you trying to protect this woman, you go to fight him. Who ends up in jail? And where does she end up? She going to end up back with him. But you had to jump in. Now you drowning. Now you about to get kicked out of your place. Now your job is talking about firing you because not only did you not show up, but he came to your job and caused issues with your boss. You about drowning now. Okay. This is what I'm saying to you. Brothers and sisters, it doesn't matter who it is. Stand up. It's only 3 feet of water. All of our issues that we have, again, everything in your third dimension is reflecting what's going on within you. Everything in your third dimension is only reflecting what is within you. So when I say stand up is only 3 feet of water, I'm talking about here is a woman who is in her situation with this man. But she's going to make every excuse. She's going to say, oh, well, my baby daddy, and oh, my baby is only this, and oh, I'm here, I don't have any money, and oh, all of those excuses have you drowning when all you need to do is stand up, change your mind. You change your mindset and know that you deserve better, then that's what has to show up in your third dimension, better. When you start knowing in your mind that you deserve better, then your third dimension has to show up better. The only thing that's showing up in somebody's third dimension is what is in their mind, what is within. As is within, so is without. That's a law. So if there is this man who is doing whatever he's doing, she's the problem, not him. No, but he bad people, and there's some bad men out there. Yeah. But the only way they find you is if that's what's in your mind. That's it. The only way that somebody finds you is because of what you are attracting. When you operate, and y'all know I told y'all those 6 characteristic traits: kindness, compassion, love, honor, integrity, and respect. When you operate in that's all that can show up in your dimension. Kindness, compassion, love, honor, integrity, respect. When you operate in that's all that can show up in your third dimension. And if anything else is showing up in your third dimension, then that is a reflection of what's going on in your mind within you. Do I have any questions? My people in YouTube, I hope y'all appreciating this. This is a new Carla J. Halo. We're doing a new setup here today. Just trying to see how we can be broadcasted from a different area, and I can travel the world like I like to do. Let me see if I have any comments or questions over here. Any comments or questions? Young bro, thank you for liking the live. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Let me see. JC, welcome. So y'all like, share, and subscribe, okay? Like, share, and subscribe. I want to, once again, make sure you all know about the trust package. All right. I need to talk about what UNA is. And if y'all have any questions about anything I've said, any comments, any disagreements, let me know. Let's have a conversation about it. I want to get on this trust package once again. UNA is a county. All right. UNA is a county. It is a nation. All right. A nation of nations. And when you have a trust, you become a nation. And in the UNA University, we show you how to operate as the nation you are. That's why this trust is the beginning. All right. This is only the beginning of understanding how to use your powers. Now, I need y'all to understand that when you are desiring to operate, because you get people, well, I want to know how to use the 1099, Diva. If you're not under trust, I would suggest you leave that alone. If you don't know how to work a trust and how to use it to protect you, I suggest that you leave that alone until you have gotten yourself under trust and you are fully understanding how to use this to protect yourself. All right. Why is that? Because if you don't know how to use this, then you can't keep the funds. They're going to come after you. So let me give you an example of what happens when you go after your funds. For example, with UNA, with some of our students, with our students who are ready, you have to be under trust and you have to have a knowledge of how to use the trust. But with our students that are ready, we take you through, we'll do your taxes. All right. We will help to prepare your taxes and educate you on why you have the right to go after these funds, what's going on behind it, or the whole nine. You need to understand it because we don't want to just do them for you. And then here's what happens. The IRS comes at you. Y'all hear about them saying, oh, well, such and such went to jail. And you know, they did this and they went to jail. Who goes to jail? Somebody tell me in my comment section. I got some students in here, some people who understand who goes to jail. Who is it that they can arrest? Those who they are. Who is it? Anybody? Come on quickly. I don't have all day. What my students? See, if y'all don't know this, then you shouldn't be messing around. If you don't have this, you shouldn't be messing around. Who goes to jail is the dead fictitious entity, the all capital letter corporation, the so-called straw man. That's who goes to jail. If you, thank you, the debtor, thank you, all the guy. Umber says you. No, you, who is you? You got to understand that, okay, thank you, Umber. You got to understand, and this is why you have to, this is why we have you to come into the university. All right, this is why. Who is you? When you were born, your mother gave birth to a flesh and blood entity. But she also, if you have a social security number and a birth certificate, she gave consent to the state to create an all capital letter version of her property. The name is your mother's creative property. She gave consent to the state or the hospital, who turns that over to the state, to create an all capital letter version of your name. And in doing so, they created a dead corporation. Well, the problem is that birth certificate over here, here's a birth certificate, and then here is your all capital letter name, which is a dead entity. All right. So let me rephrase that. Let's say this is your birth certificate. This is your birth certificate. And then there's this, your spiritual entity, your physical flesh body, and then this dead name. The birth certificate is a bond. Y'all remember what I told you a bond is? A bond joins two dissimilar things. I'm going to say it again. It's going to be on the test. Y'all pay attention? All right. See, that's another session. Let me write this down. Pay attention. Pay attention. Because you're either going to pay attention now or you're going to pay out your pocket later. And I have had quite a few people this week that have been through that with me. All right. So now, A bond joins two dissimilar things. Your flesh and blood body over here, and your dead fictitious corporate name over here. And then you got this birth certificate that's joining those two together. So you're growing up thinking you this dead entity. Y'all walking side by side. You not recognizing you not this thing over here. You the living being. But they've made you believe you're this dead entity. And so every time you start acting and talking like the dead entity, then they start treating you like you are that dead entity. So the only being that they can arrest is this all capital letter dead fictitious entity. They don't have any jurisdiction over your spiritual vessel unless you keep talking about, well, yeah, I'm the dead all capital letter. When the cops come at you and they say, oh, Mr. Jones, you're under arrest. First of all, they're going to ask, I need to see your ID. And when you show them ID with all capital letter such and such Jones on it, then they're going to assume, they're going to make the assumption that you are that dead entity, and then they're going to take you into custody. The only thing they can arrest is the all capital letter dead entity that you keep claiming to be. Well, that's what the trust is about now. We learn how to separate. We learn who we are first. So once you get these documents, yeah, this is a powerful tool, but you got to know how to use it. Because you can have this document, but if you keep saying, oh, I'm the dead, all capital letter entity, then you've claimed to be a dead fictitious entity, and they have jurisdiction over you. Okay, thank you, Umber. She said, that's what I meant when I said you, the dead entity. All right. So you got to recognize the power of these tools and the power of the knowledge behind them. It's not just, I'm going to give you this and then you have no clue about the power of this. That's why we have the university. Now you can just get the trust and you can get the allodial ID, and it'll be on record for you as a real estate transaction. All right. However, if you're truly wanting to learn how to stand and learn how to wield this, then you got to come into the university, because it's not just about the money. Once you get it, do you know how to keep it? Now, I was telling you about, we do the taxes for our students, and you know what happens afterwards? As we're filing, here comes the IRS, and they're hitting you with a frivolous filing penalty of $5,000. It's happened to every last one of my students. Why? Because we went after funds that we're supposed to get. But if you don't know any better, if you don't know what to do, then what are they going to do? Somebody tell me in the comments section, what happens when they send you a notice and you don't answer? Somebody tell me. I know all the guys know. Come on, all the guys. All the guys. I'm waiting, because I know somebody knows this. When you don't answer to a notice that they're sending you, what happens? All the guys, where you at? Umber, where you at? Somebody? Hold on, let me make sure I'm not advertising for these people. All right, I tell you. All right, Umber, no. So let's understand what's happening. When they send a warrant, or when they send you a notice, what they're sending you is a lawsuit. I need y'all to understand that every time they're sending you a notice, they're sending you a lawsuit to give them the right to take away your rights. I need y'all to understand that a notice that they're sending through the mail to you, they're contracting with you. Now, by law, if you don't respond, you have given them the right to take away your rights. When you don't respond, you've given them the right to take away your rights, because this is a lawsuit. And what it means is tacit assent. You have agreed by tacit assent. Look that up, TACIT or TACIT, assent, assent or agreement. All right. So what happens is a lot of people are not recognizing that they've been playing by the rules. We just don't know what the rules are. Well, here's the rule. Write it down and make notes. Pay attention now, or you're going to pay a whole lot later. Okay? What happens from the beginning is there is a contract or an initial contract whereby you're sending it to somebody and you're saying, these are my demands. Note, that is a lawsuit. That is a court of law. That's a court on the private side. The court on the private side is higher than the court that you walk into. It's higher than that. The court on the private side, the one they send you through the mail. So when they send you that document through the mail and they say frivolous filing tax of $5,000 and you don't answer, that is a court of law that you didn't show up to. You got 10 days to answer to that. Otherwise, they can say, oh, well, she agreed to it because we sent her the notice at such and such address. All right, that's the first notice. Then they're going to send you a second notice. It's called a notice of fault. Because that's after that first one they sent you. They're like, hey, we letting you know now. We sent you a notice about this. You had 30 days. And sometimes these people won't send you a second notice. They'll just send you that first one and tell you got 30 days to respond. And if you don't respond within 30 days, then it's a notice of default, and they're going to take that to the public side. And once they take it to the public side, this is when they start garnishing your wages, or this is when they will do something to the effect of put a warrant out for your arrest. All right? I need y'all to understand what an arrest warrant is. An arrest warrant is a lien on your all capital letter name. An arrest warrant is a lien with your all capital letter name. But one of the laws about liens is first in line is first in time. I hope y'all paying attention. I'm dropping jewels. Divas dropping jewels. Pay attention. Your trust documents comes with a lien. You put your lien down first. Can't nobody put a lien down and have any kind of action taken against you until they come through your lien first. All right? That's what we do with these trust documents, but you got to know how to use these. So nobody can come with a lien against you until they pay your lien first. First in line is me. So then you talking about putting a warrant out for my arrest, which is a lien. You better have paid me the money that's in my lien first. Otherwise, you don't get a remedy. All right. So what I'm saying to you is this: you got to know these laws, because you've got the IRS, and that's not to be confused with the federal government, but you got the IRS who's going to come at you and they're going to say, you owe us money. You got to send a notice. What are they doing? They're testing you. They're testing you to see if you know who you are. Well, if you don't respond, then they know that you don't know how to handle your business as a sovereign. They know that you don't know how to handle your business on the private side. All right. So that's what's important about this information. It's not just, oh, give me some money. Let me get some money. You've got to know who you are. You got to know what the laws are. Because if you get it, you're not going to be able to keep it. And trust me, they're going to throw blocks at you all the way on the way to it. So yeah, you're talking about $60,000. Yeah, they're going to throw blocks all the way to that $60,000. And then after that, they're gonna try to come at you. But when you know who you are and you know how to stand, there is no contract that they can trick you into. That's very important, because if once you do get your funds, if they come at you and they offer you a contract, and we do role play, that's another thing we do in the university, because you don't understand how much fear will make you say things that'll end you up in prison. So let's say you do have your trust. You got your trust, and we have created it for you, but you had no clue about how to do it. Well, what happens then? What happens then? They're going to come at you and they're going to say, you know what? That's $60,000. You got to return that. And then that's a felony and blah, blah, blah. They're going to give you all this stuff. And they're like, look, you go to prison for 50 years. Each count here is 5 years. So what you have here, this is enough for 50 years, ma'am. And you're going to go to prison. But what we're going to do, this is what we're going to do, because we want to have leniency. We're going to give you this contract. We just need you to sign right here. And we're only going to give you 2 years and probation for 10 years. And then you're done. And if you don't know who you are, you will sign yourself into prison. If you're in jail, people in jail, they agree to be there, because anything they do to you, you must sign agreeing to it. Now, I need to say this. There's spiritual implications behind the things that happen to you as well. There's spiritual implications behind that. But part of that is not knowing self. You don't know who you are on a spiritual level, on a physical level. All of this is important when you're talking about going after anything in this dimension. And the problem is nobody's teaching that. Let me rephrase that. There are people out there teaching it. But if you're not getting that, then you need to be willing to sit down and study and learn with somebody who's going into the spiritual side, because it's very important in this game. You need to sit down and go into it with somebody who's willing to make sure you're understanding every document. Why do I have so many people tell me, well, I put something on record, but I don't know what it is? You mean tell me you put stuff on record and signing things and you didn't read it, or you don't have a clue what it is? We got to do better. We're doing better. All right. In this fifth dimension, we're walking in, we're doing better. We know what we're signing. We know what we're putting on record, and we're fully aware of who we are on a spiritual level, on a physical level. All right. Do I have any questions before I get out of here? If you want the trust package that comes with your trust documents, your membership badge, and your allodial ID. All right. Then find the link in the bio. Find the link in the bio. It's $625. And once again, I want y'all to know I love you. We got some very, thank you, Queen Pisces, birthday lady. She says, great session. All right. So what you got to do is stay tuned. Stay tuned, because we got a lot of fun things coming up. We've got some big investments, some big brands that we're putting out. We've talked about it before. And, we're just doing this thing up. Thank you all on YouTube. I hope y'all, appreciating the screen. We're going to do some more stuff with our little studio here. And my people in TikTok, I want y'all to know I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for liking and sharing. Thank you all for following, because we're building this thing up. We're on our way to 1,000 with UNA. And then we've got some other channels that we're setting up as well. So thank you all for your support. And I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to play the music. My DJ is going to get it right. DJ, I love you. I appreciate it. I'm going to see y'all next time.